Hello. Before we do anything, I want to play this. Does this sound really familiar to anybody else? I've checked the songs in Look Outside that it sounds the most like, I think. The video game songs. It's really similar to Honko's Worlds, but I don't think it quite is. No, that's not right. Okay, why? Okay, it wants a... No, not that. It wants a game capture. Okay, is this gonna work? Okay, it's working. Like... Anyway, I was looking through every song in every older Frankie Smile game that I've found, and I found in the TOG VidCon pack was also a gigantic folder of music, and there's a lot of music in there. And so like between all of that and a few songs that actually have a few games that actually have absurdly big soundtracks, it's like a few hundred songs that I'm looking through, I think. At least 100 songs. And then I also have to consider all these Look Outside songs, which is also 100. So... anyway, I don't think that's actually in Look Outside, but it's been taking me a bit to figure it out. Let me make sure my cursor is visible. Yes. And that's what I've been doing lately. That was, okay. Anyway, this game, the game I'm playing, it's been like a few minutes and I haven't mentioned it. But do I have to restart the game again? Is my progress reset? Surely not. Okay, no, we've got like weirder characters like the Gem Crafter and the Puppeteer. Okay. Character Ranger. I don't know what that is. Okay, well, that wasn't an actual box I could tick. That was just a button. Placement on the screen seems fine. Okay. There's been some graphical changes. Anyway, if you're unfamiliar, it's giving a bit of tutorial that you could read. Like pause and read if you wanted. Apparently there's a werewolf. I'm not aware of how those work yet. It's marketed as like a social deduction game that's single player, but it's more of a logic puzzle game. So yeah, there's only one instance of each character, unless there's something going on, which, you know, some of these characters can be other characters, but it's not. So the evil characters always lie, and or also other people will recognize that they're evil. So like the hunter says they're one away from the closest evil. Do we only have one evil character? We have a puppeteer. So a random adjacent villager becomes a puppet who is evil but doesn't lie. So that's an exception to what I just mentioned. So because we know there's no duplicates, one of these gem crafters is the puppeteer. And the hunter, then... There's nothing that make the hunter lie, I think. Yeah, they cure corruptions. So we know the hunter is telling the truth, and so that must be the evil one. Now the messed up thing is the hunter is probably the other evil one. Just giving away their... Oh, we have an investigator. Pick 2's characters learn the most suspicious among them. I don't know what suspicious means. That's interesting. So, between 1 and 6, there's a minion... Oh, huh. I'm up to 3 characters. Among them are a villager, an outcast, and an evil girl if possible. I guess if there isn't an outcast. Outcasts are, they're good, but they have negative effects. I have to let a cat out of the room. I have a cat that sneaks into my room and then wants to leave. Anyway, do we have duplicates? We do have duplicates again, but we don't have... okay, the shaman is evil, but they make it so that there's a duplicate villager. Is it potentially, or is it always? I'm just thinking, like, if it's always, then wouldn't that mean both of them are good? So it's probably a potential duplicate. So we can't count on a bishop definitely being bad anymore. The medium tells you a good character and what their role is. So they're saying, yeah, that's a real bishop. And they're saying that they're good. Left side is more evil. So it kind of looks like it's pointing to this being evil. Okay. In that case, it must be these two. Oh, or maybe I've messed up completely. I wasn't doing the logic puzzle there. What is it? So we have an alternate shaman. Here you go, shaman. What did I mess up there? I didn't even realize there was a poisoner. And also that there would be a duplicate. I just kind of forgot. That was... Okay, that was a pretty bad one. We lose a heart, so we can keep going. I meant to say earlier, I'm sick. I'm a little bit sick still. The big reason I missed earlier today, the normal time I'd do a stream, is being sick has messed with my sleep. You know, a lot of like laying down, and then I lose the ability to breathe and stuff, and so I woke up late and very tired and a little bit sick. If I had proper sleep, I might have been able to stream, and now I'm feeling alright. So, okay. We have a drunk who disguises as a random not-in-play villager, and who's just corrupted and lies and cannot be cured. So the drunk is just somebody that lies for fun. They're going to be annoying. They make an extra outcast, which is probably the drunk. So the Chancellor has created a drunk and is next to them. And then the poisoner also poisons a good character. This is a bit complicated. So the confessor is always good, and you can always trust the confessor, because if they're evil, they tell you. And so if you're telling the truth, then this is the bad one, but... Oh, god damn it. Oh, the drunk. Yeah, okay. But next to the drunk is the Chancellor. Normally you can just stab the knight for free, because they can't die, if they're the real knight. And so if they're evil, you kill them, and if they're the real knight, then you're fine. But if they're drunk, then... Or if they're poisoned, which I should have considered. So... the drunk is corrupted, so the alchemist should say that there's somebody corrupted next to them. And this is the only alchemist that does. This alchemist is one, and we can stab them. And so you're telling the truth. Let me remember, where was the, there was a button to... Do you have to press keys? Okay, you're good. You're good. You seem good, but how did I think about it? What if there's only one corrupted person next to you, and you... This is a bit complicated. So, if you are lying, then you aren't corrupted. Okay, what I'm thinking happens is this is a poisoner here who has corrupted this alchemist, making them lie and say that there's two corrupted characters when there's only one. And this character is lying because they poisoned this one. Because if this was a poisoner, then they would poison this character, meaning that there are two corrupted characters next to them, so they're telling the truth, which they couldn't be if they're poisoner because they always lie. Okay, this is going well. This is working. So, Lycanthrope at night becomes an evil werewolf who will lie. Otherwise, they disguise as a not-in-play villager. Okay, so do we have the Lycanthrope? We don't even have the Lycanthrope, so we don't actually have to worry about that. Okay. We just release everybody. Okay, we have a witch, so we can't reveal the last card. Now, the original Baker, we did reveal this one first, and then we later revealed this one. So the Baker, when revealed, turned another character into the Baker. And so the Baker, if they say they're the original Baker, you can basically always trust them. You are... Well, that's kind of odd. Adjacent truthful characters tell me to shut up instead of sharing their info. Well, they're sharing info. So does that mean they're just wrong? I mean they're not truthful. Adjacent lie... Oh, if he lies, then it makes liars. Okay. So, if they were the knitter, then they'd be good. But they could be the demon pretending to be a baker. And this is... I think there is a second baker out there, because we revealed this one early on. But it could be this one, who we can't... Saying the truth. But we also haven't seen the wretch. Should the wretch be here? No, there's only one outcast, and it's this one. Okay, we don't need to worry about that. But it should be true that there are no corrupted characters. That's what's very strange to me. There's no corruption sources, so this has to be true. But why are you telling the truth instead of telling him to shut up? I'm gonna start killing people. Okay. Well, they were just oh, they could... I thought outcasts... The villains couldn't... Demons couldn't hide as outcasts. That had been my impression until now. And so that makes sense. If they're lying, then only liars lie. Okay, okay. I could have figured that out if I knew that now, but alright. Now I do. We have the weird-looking shaman. Okay. There's a duplicate villager, there's also a drunk, so we're gonna see a lot of nonsense, pretty much. Okay, you're the original baker. That's pretty trustworthy. Because the evil character almost always lies. I think always lies about that when they're the baker. You two seem to think that each other are evil. In fact, these two make me... oh god, okay. So... So the evil characters aren't doing anything. But there is a drunk, so there's just going to be a random person lying somewhere, which is going to really throw things off. Only one is evil between these three. Okay, affected by an evil. Does that mean they're the duplicate villager? Or does that mean you're lying? Because evil characters don't do anything except make a duplicate, which is... Okay. Okay, I think all of you are good. I think all of you are good. You seem incredibly trustworthy. So that places it as one of these three. But, so of these three, if all of them are good, which seems true, then two of you are lying. And only one of you is telling the truth, which makes it kind of hard to... Both sides. I think that's true. Because you're going to be evil, and then one of you is going to be evil. So you're the one telling the truth. So one of you two is just lying, and I don't think I have any way of telling. I mean, one of you is drunk, and the other is evil. I don't think I have any way of telling. But that's why you have health points. Okay, so now night is a mechanic. We reveal a card. After 4 ticks, nightfall. So we want to try to find the lycanthrope before night. Which, I'm thinking we listen to some of what these people say. What does the Oracle do? Okay, we don't need that. Okay. So my hope is that there's a better chance that we have got the lycanthrope in these characters. I'm hoping. Then we just reveal the remaining characters. Okay, we have a lot of oracles around. We have... One of them must be fake. Okay, let me think here. So I think we have 2... give me a moment. Okay. Is there audio from the game? Actually, I didn't see anything. Turn it all off. There we go. Okay. The shaman makes 1 set of duplicates. The lycanthrope is a not in play villager. And so one of these has to be one of the extra oracles. And the other is a duplicate. Okay, nobody's corrupted, you're telling the truth. Okay. So you... Oh, they refresh after each night. So we could have potentially done something with a night cycle there, but... Oh well. Okay, they're saying... One of these is a shaman. They're saying one of these is a shaman. Both of them agree this it might be this one, just noting. Ooh, 1 or 5 is a chance. That's very likely true, because this is an outsider. An outcast. And the Chancellor sits next to the outcast. I'm gonna try a dreamer on, I'm not sure how to use the dreamers entirely. Okay. A role that is among them and one that's not. So, basically, they're the Oracle or the Shaman. Okay. Really? So they must be Wait. Oh, I messed up. The wretch registers as an evil minion, so the dreamer thinks that the wretch is a chancellor. I messed that up. I'm gonna stab you. Okay, what was going on? You were the chancellor. Oh, you were lying anyway. Yeah, the wretch is really... You don't want to use the wretch on an ability like that. I messed that up. There's so many possible characters. Oh my gosh. Okay. Right, we want to try and reveal as many people as possible before the lycanthrope shows up. Okay. Her odds aren't great on the lycanthrope right now. Okay, you both seem to think the judge is corrupted. How would that happen? Can the lycanthrope be corrupted? Is that... Well, the lycanthrope... the judge wouldn't be the evil lycanthrope anyway. Because they were revealed before nighttime. There's nothing to corrupt... Oh, no, wait. Alright, let me make sure. There's nothing to corrupt people here. So they are lying. Is there any reason they'd lie? Other than being evil? Like, yeah, they're lying. Okay. They just show up disguised as the same thing and both just obviously lie. An incredibly ingenious plan by those two. Oops, didn't mean to do that. Okay. Okay. So they say... Oh, they have a range of 2? Oh, the alchemist was buffed at some point. It used to have a range of just 1, which was like it never activated. Okay, so we could test. Let me just get an idea of what's going on here. Do I have any? Okay, so we have a duplicate, but not more than 1 duplicate. So, between these, at least 1 is going to be evil, which, I mean, doesn't mean much when there's 3 evil and 4 of them, but, oh well. And then there is a poisoner, so somebody could have been poisoned. Doesn't tell us much about the placement of the poison. But you're telling the truth, so... Or, no, you're not... Or... You are saying something, which means... Your ability isn't working. So if you... What? So, okay. But if your ability... Okay. It was one of them. It was one of the 2. Okay, that means they're... That means none of them are poisoned, because they're lying. So there isn't 1 corruption, and it couldn't be 2, because there's not enough poison for that. So none of them are corrupted. So I'm kind of inclined to believe this oracle. They could still be evil. But you aren't crooked, so... Alchemist or poisoner. Okay, well, so that means you have to be a poisoner then. And you're poisoned, and that's why you... Well, no, but... You're lying. You can't be poisoned. What would the alchemist do? Or you're poisoned. No, you can't be poisoned. You'd have to be evil. You'd have to be evil because you fell for this alchemist's plot. This minion's... And if you're evil, you could be the poisoner who poisoned this one who's giving the wrong information. And you... I don't know what you're up to be honest. And like I said, one of these four... Okay, wait. Let me think about this. You are indeed an oracle. You're good. You're evil. And you're next to the outcast. I should have thought about that, even, but whatever. Okay. So... There's a poisoner left. Wait, you weren't even... Wait a second. You weren't poisoned. I thought that this was the poisoner who had poisoned you. If you aren't... You could be poisoned if you were the poisoner. But you gave me good information, I'm pretty sure. Which means you're not poisoned. You are... But if you were the poisoner, then she would be poisoned. Okay. I think what's happening is you are just telling me the truth. I think you're just telling me the truth. And you can't be the poisoner, because you'd poison her, and then this wouldn't be a 1, because they have to lie. Okay. Oh, what does this mean? What I should have done is use the fortune teller on people that I know. That would have told me much more. If you're the poison... Oh, you are the poisoner and you poisoned her. And that's why she... Okay, no, this is it. I figured it all out. That was a really difficult one. I don't know if I explained it that well. We have a lycanthrope, so we gotta be careful about that. I still don't know what that does, but we'll find out now. Okay. There might be a lycanthrope. Oh, there's a lycanthrope and a Lilith. Okay. Let's have a look here. We have a doppelganger. We have a chancellor who's created a second minion. And we have you, who's killed someone, but doesn't do anything else. If the lycanthrope is in this group, then we're good. If they're in this group, then they've turned evil. They weren't this one, because then we'd see an evil kill, which would, you know, be kind of weird. So, the original baker is typically good, and there's nothing to corrupt anybody, I believe. Yeah, so you're also good. Past these two, I can't trust anybody. And all they tell me is that I can trust themselves, so I don't... like, I don't have much information. I'm gonna have to figure out what the investigator does. I have no idea what the investigator does. Okay. So they'll say, like, between this group there's a demon. Or between this group there's villagers. There's outcasts. This is actually incredibly powerful. This might be the strongest villager I've seen. Okay. They're saying they're both good. Which means I'm suspicious, given how many evil people there are. Which is to say, at least two, possibly a third. And we know these two are good. And this one was good. Because they kill a good character, right? A random unrevealed? Maybe it doesn't have to be good. I need to take a moment. My nose is much more clogged than I thought it was. You might be telling the truth. You might be. I'm gonna look for an outcast with you. I'm gonna search for this side. No outcasts. It's possible. It's possible. Oh god. There's an outcast here. Okay. You two might disagree unless you're an outcast. I don't know if this is I mean, obviously choosing my abilities better could have been good, but... Alright, I'm gonna make a bold play. Okay. And that also means someone here is an outcast. But they're pretending to be a good character. And either way, they're still good. Even if they're a doppelganger or they're a lycanthrope. I revealed this side first. That also means villager is not the most suspicious one here, but maybe it's just outcast. But if it's an outcast, then it's it could be a lycanthrope who's evil. I don't think I have the information. Okay, we got the werewolf. So they lied. I guess the issue with the, I think the investigator's really strong, but if they're lying, they kind of tell you nothing. Whereas you can get stuff from other information that you know is a lie. Like, if we know the druid is lying, that means there is an outcast. The investigator's like, the most suspicious one is not outcast. Okay, they could both be villagers, or one could be a demon, or one could be a minion, or they could be a demon and a minion, or they could be a demon and an outcast. It tells you, actually nothing. Unless they said villager, in which case you know there's something more than a villager. Okay. If either of them... No, there isn't an outcast. Okay. Wherever the other outcast is, they're telling the truth. I'm losing air. The other outcast is next to the Chancellor. Because they turned someone into an outcast, okay. cannot trust you to be honest. Well, no. Wait a second. No. You are wrong. And there's no reason for that. It took me so long to find this information. You are wrong. There is an outcast in there. And you couldn't be poisoned if you're a dog. Okay. What do you... Why are you lying to me? Do they become evil? And not an outcast? Does the werewolf become not an outcast once they become evil? They become an evil werewolf. Huh. Okay. That's unfortunate. I thought I could check for a werewolf by checking for an outcast. Well, we're almost out of options. I mean, it's just 50-50 at worst here. What you're saying cannot be true. If you're saying there's an outcast, a minion, and a villager. We know there's a villager. Oh, we know that where the outcasts are. So, okay, no, you're definitely wrong. Okay. I should have looked at that. Or, whatever. I won anyway. The hidden card? What? Oh yeah, Bob just hides an outcast. Who cares? Okay, there's a poisoner, there's a shaman. There's actually so many things going on. I need to stop for a moment. Okay. Let's just start revealing people. 11 characters. This is gonna be a lot. This is... okay. Okay, first off, you claim you're an enlightened. There's no good baker to have transformed you into that. Now you... You could possibly be... Nah... You could maybe be a poisoned doppelganger, but I'm gonna take that chance. Okay, good. They're evil. That was easy enough. There's one source of poison in the poisoner. Okay, so we keep that in mind. Stay close to evil counterclockwise. I mean, that's believable. Okay, and you're real. So I believe you. I believe all of you. Honestly, I'm just gonna stab you. Okay, you are lying. Which also means you are... Well, no, you could just be... Wait, there's two bombardiers, okay? One of these is fake. If you get the wrong one, then we lose. Oh god. Okay. If... Oh, this kind of sucks, isn't it? Oh, this is horrible. Oh, this is... How do I... Okay. Okay. I think you two have to be good. If you are good and you're saying the same thing, then you're also good. Are you even good then? Maybe I was too quick to believe you. Maybe I was too quick to believe. If this enlightened knew what they were talking about. Okay, there's still a counselor, a poisoner, and the bar. And so next to the counselor is an outcast. And that's easily observable because we have a lot of outcasts. So anybody next to one of these is suspicious. The thing is, every living character is next to an outcast. Except the knight, who we know is good. So it doesn't actually help us. Every living... Okay. And then somebody is poisoned, which means they're good and 10 victories. And lying. They're good and lying. And then there's just a bot who's evil. There's a duplicate knitter, but there'd be the doppelganger, presumably the hidden outcast. Oh, this is difficult. This is difficult. So what you're saying is the Ba is next to an evil character. And that agrees with what these are saying. So that makes you more likely to be good. The only thing about that is the wretch counts as evil. So, like, if... I don't think that changes anything, though. Oh, okay, what's going on here? I know one of these bombardiers is evil, just because I think that the doppelganger doesn't disguise as an outcast, so yeah, they have to be one of those. But you say this one's good. There is a pair of evil characters. You're definitely lying. Okay, you're definitely lying. What does that mean? You're either next to the poisoner, or you're one of the evil characters. I'm gonna take the risk at this point. Okay, you're next to the poisoner. God. You were drunk! Both of the bombardiers were evil, and you were drunk. And I have to reset. I'm already really tired. I am still kind of sick, and it's very uncomfortably hot. I'm like, what if I end already? Nobody's even shown up. I don't think I've had a single viewer. Worst performing stream in the history of the channel. Nobody's even gonna listen to it and hear. Like, I wanted to just do a lot of these. This is a good one. This is in the VidCon pack as well. You'll hear it in a moment. It's been stuck in my head for days.
Do you want to see the Rugrats? Do you want to see the Rugrats? Do you want to see? Do you want to see the Rugrats?
I don't.
Do you want to see the Rugrats? Do you want
I don't understand it, by the way, in case anybody's wondering.
Do you want to see the Rugrats? Break it down, Coolio.
I mean, Coolio's part in this song is legendary. It's... you can tell I'm delirious from
Coolio on the guitar.
Oh, somebody's actually here. Hello.
Do you want to see? Do you want to see the Rugrats?
Yeah. This is... Sorry. This is in the TOG VidCon pack. I don't know what it is precisely. It's just labeled Rugratful. A cat wants to be there in here. Alright, I'll just keep playing then. Okay, there's a pair of evil. Is there a, That's interesting. Why are there so many duplicates here? Oh, because of the shaman. Okay. It's one of these two. I'm just gonna start killing. There we go. Get out of rush town. Let's pay more attention to this one. I'm also gonna rush this one though. Okay, you both want, so you're good. You're all pretty good. I feel like I just kill everybody else. Okay, so you're lying. That doesn't make sense. Ah, okay. Okay. I'm kind of, I don't know if the viewers, okay. This song isn't actually from the... This song's not from the game. I'll explain a little bit about what's going on here. Okay, there's all these cards, some of them are evil. The evil ones always lie, so you can figure them out by that, potentially. But they also make others lie sometimes. So like the poisoner is going to make somebody lie. They're going to be hidden in here. They're going to make somebody else lie. And so like we know that the witness here is lying actually. Because a poisoner would affect somebody. So that can't be true. But the plague doctor can cure a poisoned character. But they're not poisoned. They're 0 out of 10 game. Yeah, I mean... Okay. Oh, so that just means you're evil. Or poisoned. I forgot that was a possibility. Okay. I've been rushing a little bit because I lost just before you got here. So many possible characters on this one. Because we have a lycanthrope, so we want to it has a night counter, so we have to like... Okay, so... Okay, so they might be evil now. Maybe. Okay. I'm like... I'm tired. I'm suddenly tired. The liars are the Rugrats. Yes, you have to be careful around the Rugrats. This doesn't make any sense. What these three say is impossible. They say that they're evil, but they say that they're good, and they say that they're good. But if you're good, then you can't be good. I don't know. Okay, there we go. We figured it out. We didn't figure it out at all. Okay. Well, if you're lying, that means you're not real. Oh, okay. So the evil characters were just, like, got together and all said that they're good. And they were lying. Okay, I didn't even play that. I'm not playing it well at all because I'm tired and stuff. I'm still slightly sick. Okay, so there's one set of duplicates, but okay. We got to keep in mind. So the shaman means that there is a set of duplicates, but there's only one set of duplicates. So one of these duplicates is actually evil. Yeah, basically. So activated abilities are harder to use. I'm not as good at figuring them out. Okay. So if what you're saying is true, then these two are evil. Which is possible. Is what you're saying true? You say they're lying. You say that the closest evil in this is in this direction, so it would be the judge. I'm gonna say that that's enough to kill you. Okay. So that means there aren't two evils in this group. Which means there's either 1 or 3, and there couldn't be 3, so you two are good. Okay. Zero evils. So maybe it's the enlightened. Because the poet... I think we... Oh god, I'm having trouble putting the knife away. I'm just gonna stab you. Okay. I think it worked out well enough. Okay. I keep waking up my cat with my exaltations. Okay, so you are good because you've been annoyed by the good rambler. We don't know about you yet, though. I'm just gonna stab the knight. There we go. Because if the knight's good, then they don't die, and if they're bad, then they die. If they're poisoned, they can be good and die, and that's obviously bad, but... there isn't even any poison, or there's a plague doctor. The plague doctor poisons somebody at random. Okay. Nobody here is poisoned. But somebody here is. There's one evil. And you're not poisoned, but you could be... I don't know. I'm like, I'm tired. Okay, you're definitely good. So one of you is evil. But it wouldn't be you two. Okay. I'm not there. Oh, why did you're... Oh god, that's such a niche, difficult thing to add up to. You know, the guy I wrote the pic. The Rambler is based off of a real person. I mean, most of them are kind of a lot cartoonier than... the Rambler is Northern Lion, the live streamer. Okay, this is a bit complicated. Okay, the Puka poisons 2 people. Potentially. Both people that are next to them. So... it could be 2. Okay. So the 2 knitters are saying the same thing, which means they're more likely to be good. Unless one of them is evil and the other is poisoned, which is very possible. Is there anything we can do to check that? Okay. I'm gonna check it. Okay. So you're both telling the truth. So you aren't telling the truth. I'm out of it. I can't do this anymore. The last round was rigged. I don't remember. I'm like completely. I realizing I can't do this. Like you with a, it's too much at this point. Like, I can't explain what's going on anymore. It's gotten much too complicated. This is easy. They heard me complaining, and they kind of made it easy for me. So there's a doppelganger who is good, but is a copy of somebody. So we just, you know, that's fine. There's a chancellor who sits next to an outcast. Okay. Okay. Yeah, that all makes sense. Personally, you would be randomly guessing. Yeah, I think I've exhausted my tools to distinguish between these two, so I'm just gonna kill one of them. Oh, it wasn't even... Ah, God. Yeah, I'm sorry, I'm gonna... You know what? We can do a weird music listening stream instead. There's some good ones in here. Let me see. I mean, we listened to the weirdest ones already. Let's go to... Oh, there's one that was kind of fun I found. I just have to... I wrote it down somewhere and I have to find where I don't quite remember what it was called. Here. It is... in... Where is it? It's in Recession. Okay. Okay, so in the Recession soundtrack, which is actually very long for a game that doesn't function anymore. I mean, I guess that doesn't stop it from having a long soundtrack. There's a few games in here that have incredibly long soundtracks, despite not playing any of them. Never mind, the game is evil and devious. So this is... It sure sounds familiar. I'm gonna turn it down a little bit. If you were a game, you'd have a long OST with short gameplay. So yeah, that's the intro to the days from Look Outside in a like very old game made by the same people. And this one, I forget when. It's not yet. At some point, somewhere in here I heard Catafalque from Look Outside, which is one of the video game songs, so it's a bit hard it's not as memorable. Here it is, I think. Let me check actually on Catafalque. Oh gosh. Okay. To navigate a lot of folders. Here it is. Right? You hear the part I just played there? That was, where is it? Here. Right? I'm not certain. I'm gonna put them in Audacity at some point and play them right next to each other a bit. To be certain I have that, but... I'm hoping that the all capital letters means you recognize it very clearly and are excited to hear that I definitely got it and not that you don't believe me. I'm pretty sure that's about right. It's not like... So I have in total, I think I have 12 here. On my list so far. Let me make sure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I have a lot of maybes. Then there's the Honko stuff, which is I've left until later. I'm just gonna figure that out all at once instead of messing with it right now. The Honko stuff's gonna be complicated. But I need the Madison version of Exposure that has been released, or at least has been shown to people, but it's the place I saw it is no longer has it anymore. Let me go grab Myrmidon. That would be kind of fun. Music freebooters. Here it is. Yeah, this was just literally Myrmidon. Okay, and then over here, which one is this? CS. This one, I'm not as certain on. Your anti-match. At this point, like later in the song. I'm not hearing it right now, actually. I'm not as sure about that. I wanted to check if this is similar to Hellride. I think it's just has guitar, like, rolling. I don't think it's more than that, but I can check now, I guess. You know, it's kind of what I'm doing right now. I'm too tired to do other stuff. I'm skipping around it too. Okay, so we have this, but where was that again? I don't think it's quite there. I also wish I was more skilled with music. I have like music courses that I got as a birthday present months ago that I should. It's like there's always more important things to do than watch online music courses that you got as a birthday present, but it's something that I should do. Here's Chimp Heaven. This doesn't sound like anything, I'm just like, I don't know. Here's Chimp Heaven. Okay, this one I think is similar to the Blood Duel Orgy 3 song. I'm right hitting potholes on the way to hell. Let me compare this one. Does this sound right? I think it might be the other, like... That could be this sped up, right? I'm gonna have to put that in Audacity to test. I think those are close enough that it's... I'm not sure. One of my favorites is that New World from Look Outside is very clearly based off of this. Which actually... Is this like the original... Give me a moment. Is this like the window even? Is the window derived from hog piss? Dun, 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 dun. Called Old World or something. Dun, 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 dun. Wow. Huh. Dun, dun, dun. I don't know. I'm not sure if that's the same as the window. I'm gonna have to mess around with that more. And the fun thing about it is that that other song I was playing was for a game called Zelda 3, which is some kind of weird joke game about, like... I mean, I guess there was never officially a game called Zelda 3, and so that was... They finally made Zelda 3 anyway. And this is the song's name is Hog Piss. So that's fun. I need 3 of them. Yeah, Frankie Smile made Zelda 2, actually. Miyamoto was like, Frankie, I need your game. I have to save Nintendo. You're the only one that can do it. but also I have to not credit you for it at all, and I'm gonna steal it from you, and that's why you never you never see Frankie Smile and Miyamoto together again. Now that they hate each other for Miyamoto's betrayal. I don't know what I was trying to say. Here's Wrath, which is Broken Promise. This one's fun because All Hell Breaking Loose came out after Look Outside. So they 1.0 of Look Outside released, and then they made this song for Game Jam, and then they put it into Look Outside. Is it amazing? I mean, it's nice. Yeah, all hell breaking loose with a game jam. I think it was it a week or a weekend? There's so much in all hell breaking loose for like how short a time they would have had to make it. Yeah, I think it's fun to look at reuse of things like this. This song was for a secret area where you, instead of going up to leave hell, you go up partway and then you go back down and you get like a secret key and then you go down to the Wrath layer of hell, and it was kind of fun. Ah, Broken Promise is one of your favorites. Okay. If you want to see... it's from this game. Toronto Game Jam 20... Yeah, The Weekend. A weekend. This is a pretty crazy game for a weekend. You should play. This is one of the better games on Frankie'sItch.io. Yeah, Wrath is so chill. It is a little bit weird for Wrath. It doesn't feel very Wrathful-like. I'll agree with you on that. I also have great news. I found audio files for the Honko's World music, or Honko's Worlds, which will make the video a lot easier. For my Frankie may have hotel. For my previous video on Honko, I think I had to do this twice even. I just used Audacity and recorded the audio from the YouTube video that Frankie posted about making the game, which used the songs, but it also looped them in slightly weird ways, and so it wasn't even great audio. Yeah. All Hell Breaking Out's pretty good. Of course, I live streamed it. You could look at that as well if you wanted, I guess, but I mean, playing it's fairly easy. I guess it's a little bit difficult. It's a little bit of a difficult game compared to some of them. Live streamed it in like February or something. Wait, what sounds annoying? Oh, the honko stuff. Yeah, it's annoying. But yeah, I'm gonna have to like. Where is it exactly? There's in Look Outside's audio, there's Honko's Grand Journey, Honko's Last Voyage, Honko's Last Voyage, P2, and Honko's Theme. Like, here's Honko's Last Voyage. It's basically just Honko's Worlds, but Honko's Journey, but it gets weird. And then you get to this part. Oh, there's a lot going on with this one. I think I'm missing something, actually. This is Honko's Voyage, but it's not... Give me a moment. Oh, this is Honko's theme. Yeah, so Honko has 3 different songs. And this one's great. Drowning plays at the start. This one's kind of complicated. What I like for Honko's theme is they brought back the old Honko's Worlds music. This is one of the songs we listened to a moment ago. Kind of. It's a bit modified, I think. Let's skip around a bit. So which one is that? I think that's... Is that Honko 2? Yeah, so it's based off of Honko 2. I suppose Honko 2 has been chosen as Honko's main theme. Yeah, they... Let me play that again. So... There's Drowning, I think Runaway is in there. Just trying to freak you out, play all the scariest songs at once to show you that you're about to fight the scariest enemy in the entire game. The most powerful Honko. Yeah, I don't really have anything else to show them. Just messing around with some of the musics here. Oh, the trap is in here, actually. Oh, but it's only, this is the only song that Eric made for Trapped. Horror of the Damned. The main battle theme was somebody else, so it's not in this folder. But it is in a different folder. Where is that? I've forgotten the name of this game. Trapped, that was it. This one's pretty fun. Oh, a funny thing about give me another minute. a funny thing about this song. This is about a boss fight theme in the glitch world. But it's hidden in the files for the game. It legitimately took me a very long time to find it. I spent like actually like some hours trying and freaking out over how difficult it was to find. It's in the background sounds folder instead of the background music, which for comparison, like door knocking sounds are in here. And like weird breathing noises, and it's labeled as cave noise instead of the name I'd heard of as grotesque. It doesn't have like that. Why did they do that? Yeah, I feel like it might have just been there to mess with me specifically. I feel like there's nobody else that really that it really got to. I mean, maybe other people looking through the soundtrack trying to pull song files from. But I know it didn't stop them for long, because other people had it and uploaded it, and I was like, where did you get this? I think you can probably find me in the comments of some of the videos for this asking, how did you find this? Because I was struggling to get to it. Yeah, cave noise. This is nice. This one is I believe what happened, I played earlier the version from Trapped, which is from like 2014. And this is based off of the version from Malison, probably, which is Trapped after like 10 years more of development. So I guess it's just like a refreshed version of the song. Kyle Riley, that's the person who did this song. As opposed to Eric Shoemaker, who did most of Look Outside's music overall. Yeah. This is fun. Very fun. Anyway. That's all I can think of doing. And I'm tired, so I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna end the stream. I've just been playing music because I'm tired, and this is what I've been focusing on for a while now. Yeah, I don't know why it's hidden. It feels like literally I'm the only one that got that was there to mess with me specifically. Partly two songs. Yeah, that's all the oh, this is Feliz Navi Games. You're ready? Okay. Goodbye. I'm gonna I'm gonna rush. Feliz Navi Games, everybody. That does there's so many. I'm reminded of other ideas. There's some really funny titles in a few of them. There's one called like Stand Up to Your Rights as an Otaku. Whatever. I don't have time to play it. I'm gonna Merry Chrysler, everybody. Goodbye.